Welcome to today's presentation. Let's take a quick look at our renowned 5 nights and 6 days Chardham Yatra by helicopter package. This is a carefully curated experience designed for those who want to explore the spiritual destinations of India in comfort and style. Global Charters, the organization behind this package, is proud to be ISO 9001/2015 certified, which means we uphold the highest standards of quality and service in everything we do. If you're interested or have any questions, you can contact us directly. Our phone numbers are +91 9,147,758,092, 93, 95, and 96. You can also reach out via email at info@globalcharters.in or visit our website at www.globalcharters.in for more details. Our office is located at PS Abacus, Unit No 309, Newtown Action IIE, Kolkata 700-161. We're here to assist you in making your spiritual journey smooth and memorable. Welcome to the details of our package inclusions. First, you'll enjoy a helicopter flying fare from Dehradun Sahastradhara helipad to the Chardham shrines, making your journey both comfortable and scenic. To start your experience, we've arranged a complimentary stay in Dehradun upon your arrival, which includes dinner and breakfast. This extra night helps us offer a more comprehensive 5-night, 6-day tour. Throughout your trip, you'll be provided with lodging for 4 nights, spending 1 night at each of the 4 dhams. All meals are included during these stays, and we also cater to special dietary preferences with vegetarian Jain food options available. To enrich your experience, expert guides from Global Charters will accompany you at each dham, helping you explore and understand the local attractions and spiritual significance of each site. Additionally, we've arranged airport and hotel transfers in Dehradun for your convenience, ensuring seamless travel logistics. At Yamunotri, you'll experience a traditional palki, adding a touch of authenticity and reverence to your pilgrimage. And finally, to make your darshan more comfortable and efficient, VIP darshan arrangements are included at all 4 dhams. All these elements come together to offer you a seamless, enriching, and memorable spiritual journey. Welcome to Day 1 in Dehradun. Our main base for the heli tours will be the Fairfield by Marriott or a similar hotel. This will be where we start and end our journey each day. It's a convenient and comfortable spot for everyone to settle in. Now, Global Charters is pleased to offer a complimentary stay on the day of your arrival. This includes dinner and breakfast the following morning, so you can relax and settle in without any worries. When you arrive, our team will be there to pick you up from Dehradun Airport, railway station, or bus stand. Just a quick note, please make sure to share your arrival details with Global Charters at the time of booking so everything runs smoothly. We recommend arriving in Dehradun by 2 p.m., which is our check-in time. This way, you'll have plenty of time to get ready and be fully prepared for the exciting Chardham journey starting early the next morning. In the evening, we will hold a detailed tour briefing for all passengers. It's important because we'll go over the itinerary, safety tips, and answer any questions you might have. We'll also provide each of you with a complimentary duffel bag designed to carry only the essentials needed for the trip. Remember, there's a baggage allowance of up to 5 kg per person. This limit might be adjusted slightly based on the total body weight of the group, especially for those traveling on a sharing basis. Overall, Day 1 is all about settling in comfortably and preparing for the incredible adventure ahead. Welcome to Day 1 in Dehradun, which will serve as our main base for the heli tours. This is where our journey begins and also where it concludes. Global Charters offers a complimentary stay here on your arrival day, including dinner and breakfast the following morning. When you arrive, our team will be there to pick you up from the Dehradun Airport, railway station, or bus stand. Just make sure to share your arrival details with us when you book. We recommend arriving in Dehradun by 2:00 p.m., which is our check-in time. This allows everyone to settle in comfortably and be fully prepared for the early start of our Chardham journey the next morning. In the evening, we'll hold a detailed tour briefing for all passengers, where we'll go over the itinerary and important information. You'll also receive a complimentary duffel bag, designed to carry only essential items during the trip. Please keep in mind that the baggage allowance is up to 5 kg per person, though this can be adjusted depending on the total body weight of the group, especially if some passengers are sharing luggage. This day sets the tone for our adventure, so being well prepared and arriving on time will help ensure everything runs smoothly right from the start. All right, let's walk through the schedule for day 2. We start early in the morning with a checkout from our hotel in Dehradun at 5:00 a.m. It's a pretty early start, but it sets us up well for the day ahead. By 6:00 a.m., we'll be departing from Sahastradhara Helidrome, heading towards Karsali Helibase. Then, around 6:30 a.m., we expect to arrive at Karsali Helibase, which is our gateway to Yamunotri Dham. It's important to note that these timings are tentative, so they might shift slightly. We will share the exact departure times the night before, so everyone can plan accordingly. For this day, our stay will be at one of the comfortable hotels, Yamuna Kriti, Kabra Naikdan, or a similar place. The key point here is that the schedule is designed to be smooth and efficient, allowing us to make the most of our time at Yamunotri Dham. Overall, this slide highlights the importance of a well-planned itinerary, with clear timings to keep us on track, ensuring a seamless journey from Sahastradhara to Karsali, and ultimately to our destination at Yamunotri. Welcome to the Palanquin Ride, or Hindi, Hi Pa Enus Hindi, Hi Ha Enus Hindi, Hi La Enus Hindi, Hi Ka Enus Ti, Hi Savati, Nus, which marks the exciting beginning of our Chardham Yatra. On this day, passengers will check out from the hotel at the scheduled time, and our dedicated staff will be there to pick you up and transfer you to Sahastradhara Helidrome. Once you arrive at the Sahastradhara helipad, there will be a waiting period of about 1 to 2 hours. During this time, you'll go through pre-flight formalities and security checks, things we need to ensure safety and smooth operations before takeoff. Our ground team will warmly welcome you, helping you settle comfortably into the waiting lounge. Here, you'll receive a brief pre-flight briefing, giving you all the necessary information about the flight and the journey ahead, so you're well prepared. When it's time, you'll board the aircraft and fly to Karsali. Upon arrival, you'll be accommodated in hotels. Please note, these are basic category hotels, but we've arranged all essential facilities to ensure your comfort throughout. From there, you'll be guided to the Yamunotri temple for darshan, with the convenience of traveling by palanquin or palki, making the journey more accessible and comfortable. The entire round trip for darshan takes approximately 5.5 hours. The trek to Yamunotri is about 6 kilometers one way, so keep that in mind as part of your journey. In the evening, you'll have the opportunity to visit local sites like the Yamuna Mata Temple and Shani Temple, all within walking distance, allowing you to experience the spiritual and cultural essence of the area. This entire experience beautifully combines comfort, devotion, and the thrill of the pilgrimage, integral parts of our overall Chardham Yatra. Good morning, everyone. Today is day 3 of our journey, focusing on Gangotri Dham, and we'll be traveling from Karsali to Harsal. We'll be departing from Karsali Helibase at 6:30 a.m., with an estimated time of arrival at Harsal Helipad around 7:00 a.m. Please note, these timings are tentative, and the exact departure details will be shared with you the night before. As we check out from our hotel in Karsali, keep in mind that the flight from Karsali to Harsal or Jala takes approximately 30 minutes. Harsal is a highlight of our trip, famous for its expansive apple orchards. It's truly one of the most scenic spots on our itinerary. Once we arrive, depending on the temple's crowd, we'll have breakfast or lunch before heading for the darshan at Gangotri Dham. The temple visit typically takes around 3.5 hours for the round trip, including the darshan. The drive from Harsal to Gangotri is about 25 kilometers, which takes roughly 50 minutes. After completing the darshan, we'll take some time to explore Bagori village on foot. It's a wonderful opportunity to experience local life and enjoy the beautiful surroundings. Throughout today, we're immersing ourselves in the spiritual and natural beauty of this region, connecting deeply with the sacred origins of the Ganges and the picturesque Himalayan landscape. Now let's look at the schedule for Day 4, which is dedicated to visiting Kedarnath Dham. We'll start our day early at 7:00 a.m. with the departure from Harsal Helibase. It's important to note that this is our scheduled time to take off, so punctuality will help us stay on track. By around 7:30 a.m., we expect to arrive at our next destinations, either Guptkashi, Sursi, or Fata. These locations serve as important transit points before we reach Kedarnath. The timings here are estimates, but they give us a good sense of our progress for the day. This day is quite significant because it involves traveling from Harsal to Sursi and then onward to Kedarnath Dham. We will be staying at the Kedarkantha Resort or a similar accommodation, which provides comfort after our day of pilgrimage and travel. Throughout this journey, the key highlights are the early start, the scenic route through the Himalayas, and the spiritual experience awaiting us at Kedarnath. Staying on schedule ensures we can enjoy the tranquility and majesty of the pilgrimage without unnecessary rush. So keep these timings in mind, stay flexible, and let's prepare for an inspiring day ahead. Let's walk through the journey to Kedarnath. Passengers will start by checking out from their hotel in Harsal, then head to Sursi, Fata, or Guptkashi, where our helipad is located. From there, guests will be transported by road in a car to the shuttle helipad. Once at the shuttle helipad, they'll board a helicopter shuttle to Kedarnath. Due to the high-altitude conditions and aircraft weight limits, there might be a wait of about 1 to 2 hours at the shuttle helipad. We may also schedule different shuttle flights to ensure safety and optimal aircraft performance, so some guests might fly on different planes. From the Kedarnath helipad, passengers will walk to the temple, assisted by our handlers, and this walk takes around 2 hours for darshans. The helicopter shuttle itself takes about 7 minutes each way. After completing the darshan, guests will be transported back to Guptkashi, Sursi, or Fata, and then driven by road to their hotel in Guptkashi. In the evening, we also include a special local sightseeing tour, either to the Jamuna Temple in Fata or the Kali Temple in Guptkashi, adding a cultural touch to their spiritual journey. This entire process ensures a smooth, safe, and memorable pilgrimage experience, connecting the divine with comfort and convenience. Now let's move on to Day 5, which is dedicated to Badrinath Dham. We will begin our journey early in the morning. The scheduled departure time from Guptkashi, Sursi, or Fata is around 7:30 a.m. Then, around 8:00 a.m., we expect to arrive at Badrinath. The hotel where you'll be staying is either the Indra Ganga by Lords, Lords Centric, or a similar property. Details will be shared soon. Please note that this itinerary is tentative, and the actual departure times will be communicated to you the night before, so there's flexibility built into the plan. The journey involves checking out from the Guptkashi hotel, then traveling by road to Sursi, Fata, or Guptkashi. From there, you'll take a helicopter ride directly to Badrinath, which offers a breathtaking view and a unique experience of reaching this sacred place. Once you land at Badrinath, you'll check into your hotel. After settling in, you'll have time for darshans at the temple, which are truly a spiritual highlight of the trip. Following the darshans, you'll enjoy a delicious lunch at the hotel restaurant, giving you a chance to relax and refresh. In the afternoon, we'll head out for a local sightseeing tour to Mana Gaon. This involves a short drive of about 3 kilometers and then a 4-kilometer sightseeing walk on foot, offering a glimpse into the local culture and scenery. In the evening, for those interested, there's an optional experience of the Shayan Arti at Badrinath Jai. Please note, this is chargeable, but it's a beautiful, spiritual way to end the day with the divine blessings of Badrinath. That covers the key points of the day's schedule. It's a day full of spiritual experiences, scenic views, and cultural immersion, all connecting to the larger theme of this pilgrimage journey. Alright, so on day 6, from Badrinath to Sahasradhara, here's how the schedule looks. We will start our return journey at 8:30 in the morning with the estimated departure time from Badrinath. Then, we expect to arrive at Sahasradhara by around 9:30. In the morning, our passengers will check out from the hotel in Badrinath, and from there, they'll be transferred via helicopter back to Dehradun. This part of the trip is quite scenic and efficient, allowing us to enjoy the beautiful views while traveling comfortably. It's important to note that this itinerary is tentative, meaning these timings are subject to change. We'll share the exact departure times every evening by 9 p.m. for the following day, so everyone stays updated and prepared. Overall, this day marks the conclusion of our journey, and flexibility is key since weather or other factors can influence the schedule. But rest assured, we aim to make this transition as smooth and enjoyable as possible, tying together the overall experience of this incredible trip. Let's take a closer look at the hotels we have selected for this journey. In Dehradun, we have options like Fairfield by Marriott or similar hotels, which offer comfort and convenience. Moving to Karsali, you can choose from Cabra Naikdan, Yamuna Kriti cottages, or similar properties that provide a cozy stay. In Harshal, you'll find Harshal Residency, Harshal cottages, or similar accommodations, ensuring a warm and welcoming experience. At Fata, the Kedar Kantha Resort or similar options are available, giving you a comfortable base before heading further. When it comes to Badrinath, we have Indra Ganga by Lords Centric, or similar hotels, all carefully selected to meet your comfort needs. It's important to note that hotels and rooms are subject to sudden change, so flexibility is key. Also, rooms are generally booked on a double or triple sharing basis only, which helps keep the costs reasonable. If you prefer a single occupancy room, there is an extra charge of INR 60,000 per person, and this fee is inclusive of taxes. Keep in mind, most hotels at the Dhams are non-star category, but we've chosen the best-rated and most comfortable properties available to ensure a pleasant experience during our heli tours. Finally, I strongly recommend that you consider adding an extra night beyond the planned 5 nights and 6 days. This extra night can be a real lifesaver if weather conditions or other unforeseen circumstances cause delays or difficulties in reaching your destinations. Planning for this extra buffer ensures a smoother, more relaxed journey for everyone. Let's take a moment to go over the bank details, which are presented here as flows. First, you'll notice the account name is Global Charters. This is the name you'll see when making a deposit or transfer. The bank name is Yes Bank, a well-known financial institution. The account number is 41,961,900,000,2351, and it's important to note this specific number to ensure your funds go to the right place. Lastly, the IFSC code is YESB 0000419, which is essential for electronic fund transfers within India. These details are crucial for smooth financial transactions and ensuring that all payments are accurately directed to our account. Remember, always double-check these details before making any transfers to avoid errors. This slide ties into our overall theme of transparency and efficiency in financial processes, helping us to build trust and streamline our operations. Today, I want to talk about some important guidelines regarding our helicopter tour operations. First, let's discuss the fixed flight timings. This tour operates with set daily departure times for each destination. It's crucial that passengers adhere to the scheduled estimated time of departure, or ETD, for each day. If you miss this window, it will be considered a no-show, so please be punctual to ensure a smooth experience for everyone. Next, let's cover the helicopter weight limitations. The helicopter can carry a maximum weight of 450 kilograms, and this does not include baggage. Boarding depends on the current load and temperature conditions, and ultimately, the pilot's decision is final. To ensure safety, we ask all passengers to provide their exact weights at the time of booking. This helps us stay within the weight limit and avoid any issues during the flight. Moving on to passenger weights, It's very important that you provide accurate information when booking. If, during travel, we discover that a passenger's weight exceeds the aircraft's capacity, meaning over 450 kilograms in total, those affected will need to deboard. Unfortunately, in such cases, the tour will be canceled for those passengers without any refund. Now, regarding overweight charges, these are calculated on a per-seat basis. If a passenger's weight exceeds 70 kilograms, there's an additional charge of INR 2,500 per kilogram. Any variations in passenger weights, especially if they lead to overweight, will be billed at the hotel before the flight. This way, we keep everything transparent and smooth on the day of your journey. Finally, I want to highlight that these guidelines are in place to ensure your safety and a hassle-free experience. Following fixed timings, providing accurate weights, and understanding the weight restrictions are all key to making this tour enjoyable and safe for everyone involved. Let's talk a bit about baggage allowance. Due to the limited weight capacity of our helicopters, we may need to rearrange passengers between different helicopters to ensure each flight stays within the safe weight limits, especially given the mountainous terrain we'll be flying through. So, keep in mind that passengers traveling together might not always be in the same helicopter. Each passenger is allowed only one piece of baggage, and it should weigh no more than 2 to 5 kilograms. It's important to note that traditional suitcases or large luggage bags are not permitted on the helicopter. Instead, our staff provides duffel bags to all passengers upon arrival, which are more suitable for helicopter travel. Now, the total baggage weight allowance depends on the overall body weight of your group. If the combined weight exceeds 450 kilograms, we will need to charge extra for any additional luggage that has to be transported by road. This extra cost will be shared among all passengers in that helicopter, so it's good to keep that in mind when packing. This system ensures safety and efficiency during our flights, and it's designed to make sure everyone has a smooth and enjoyable experience while respecting the constraints of our aircraft and the terrain we're flying over. Now, let's talk about helicopter flights in hilly terrain. These flights are highly dependent on unpredictable factors, such as adverse weather conditions and various force majeure events. These can include delays in air traffic clearances or permissions, movements of VVIPs, valley flying by the Indian Air Force indicated by NOTAM, sudden technical issues with the aircraft, illness of the crew members, or delays in passenger reporting at the helipads. Essentially, there are many unforeseen circumstances that can impact the schedule, so passengers should be prepared for the possibility of encountering unexpected events or inconveniences. It's important to keep this in mind to manage expectations and ensure a smooth experience. Moving on to our bad weather and force majeure disclaimer, it's important to note that our Chardham 4 and 5D heli tours are scheduled on specific departure dates. Passengers are required to arrive in Dehradun at least 1 day prior to their departure. Staying overnight in Dehradun is complimentary and extends the overall tour to 5 nights and 6 days. Also, please remember that the helicopter flying activities officially begin from the 2nd day of the tour. Regarding seating capacity, each helicopter can accommodate up to 6 passengers, along with 1 crew member to ensure safety and smooth operation. For infants below 2 years of age, weighing up to 12 kilograms, we offer free accommodation. To verify the child's age, we will need to check their ID proof or birth certificate. Lastly, for the arrival date, it's essential to plan your logistics carefully to ensure a comfortable and hassle-free experience, keeping in mind all these points we've discussed. Let's take a look at the hotel arrangements for our trip. We have identified specific accommodations at each location to ensure comfort and convenience. In Dehradun, you'll be staying at Fairfield by Marriott or a similar hotel, which offers a good blend of comfort and amenities. At Karsali, the options include Kabra Naikdan or Yamuna Kriti cottages, both known for their cozy and scenic settings. In Harshal, you can choose between Harshal Residency or Harshal cottages, providing a warm and inviting stay amidst nature. For Fata, the recommended hotel is Kedar Kantha Resort, a comfortable place close to the key spots you'll be visiting. And in Badranath, the options are Indra Ganga by Lords or Lords-centric, both well regarded for their service and location. It's important to note that hotel and room availability can sometimes change unexpectedly, so we need to stay flexible. Also, rooms are generally booked on a double or triple sharing basis. If you prefer a single occupancy room, please be aware there is an additional charge of 60,000 rupees per person, inclusive of taxes. I also strongly recommend that everyone plans for an extra night beyond the 5 days and 6 nights of the main itinerary. This extra night can be a real lifesaver if weather conditions or unforeseen circumstances cause delays or disruptions. For those who wish to make payments, here are the bank details. The account is in the name of Global Charters at Yes Bank, with the account number 41,961,900,002,351, and the IFSC code is YESB 0000419. Please ensure all transactions are done securely and keep the proof of payment for reference. Overall, these arrangements are designed to make your journey comfortable and smooth, while also providing flexibility to handle any unexpected situations. Let's now look at some of the add-on services available to enhance your spiritual experience. First, we have the Mahabhishek Puja or Shayan Arti at Badranath Jai. To ensure everything is arranged smoothly, and to pre-book the puja for each passenger, full payment must be made in cash directly to a representative from Global Charters at Badranath. Please remember, there is an additional charge of 1,000 rupees for transportation related to any special puja. Moving on to Kedarnath Jai, we offer the Rudrabhishek Puja, which is based on the actual cost. Similar to Badranath, full payment in cash is required, but this time to a Blue Heights Aviation representative at Kedarnath Top. This payment is essential for us to facilitate and pre-book the puja on your behalf. It's important to note that arrangements for the Rudra Abhishek Puja depend on the availability of accommodations at Kedarnath Top. Since some passengers may need to stay overnight for the ceremony, additional charges for hotel accommodations will apply. Also, please be aware that the puja itself is not included in the package price. The total cost for the puja is paid directly to the Kedarnath Jai Mandir Samiti. A quick disclaimer, accommodations at Kedarnath Top are classified as budget options. Guests might sometimes experience dissatisfaction with hotel services or room conditions. Additionally, the temperatures and oxygen levels can drop to sub-zero during September and October nights. So, we encourage everyone to make informed decisions, keeping these factors in mind. We will not be responsible for any incidents arising during your stay at Kedarnath Top. Lastly, for those interested in a day trip, we offer excursions to Haridwar, Rishikesh, or Mussoorie. The cost is 8,000 rupees for up to 6 passengers, and we can arrange transportation from Dehradun on your arrival or departure day. This is a wonderful way to explore more of the spiritual and scenic beauty of this region. Let's now discuss some important points regarding medical emergencies and related policies. Global Charters assumes no responsibility for medical emergencies that may occur on the ground during your journey. To ensure your safety, we highly recommend that all passengers consult a doctor and get a thorough medical checkup before starting the trip, especially if you have any pre-existing health conditions. Moving on to the legal framework, our carriage by air is governed by the Carriage by Air Act of 1972, along with regulations specific to non-international carriage, framed in accordance with this act. This means that our liability for damages, such as injury or loss of baggage, is limited and governed by the provisions of Sections 4, 5, and 6 of the Act, along with the rules in the second schedule. Keep in mind that these regulations can be amended from time to time by notifications from the Government of India's Ministry of Civil Aviation. For those of you planning to book additional travel, we offer assistance with scheduled or non-scheduled flights and train tickets. Our team is dedicated to managing your complete Chardham tour, including helping you secure air or train tickets to and from Dehradun. If you need an extra night stay in Dehradun, we can handle hotel reservations at the most competitive rates. But please remember, booking confirmation must be done in advance at the time of booking your heli tour. Regarding airport transfers, these are available only on the arrival day in Dehradun and on the final day of the tour, which is the 6th day. Also, any additional costs such as donations, tips, or charges for porters, palkis, or ponies will be borne by the passengers themselves. For documentation, all Indian passengers are required to share a copy of their Aadhaar card, and foreign nationals should carry their passports. Our own crew is present at all the DHAMs to provide guidance and assistance, so don't hesitate to reach out to them if needed. It's important to note that network connectivity in Harsal and Badrinath can be quite poor. The main telecom providers there are BSNL and Jio, but service is not always reliable. However, our staff will be with you throughout to ensure you have support when needed. Lastly, since all temples in the Chardham sector are located at high altitudes, I strongly advise you to carry any necessary medications during your travels. Also, bring heavy woolen clothing because temperatures can drop sharply during evenings and nights. Proper preparation will help ensure your safety and comfort throughout this sacred journey. Now, I'd like to highlight some important points regarding our heli tours. First and foremost, these tours are not available for certain VIPs. Specifically, we cannot accommodate the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, the Deputy Chairperson of the Rajya Sabha, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, governors of states, chief ministers, state ministers of cabinet rank, and SPG protectees in the Z category. It's crucial to understand that our carriage services are governed by Global Charters Services regulations, which relate to non-international passenger and baggage carriage. These regulations are framed under the Carriage by Air Act of 1972, along with specific notifications about non-international carriage. Furthermore, the liability of the company in case of damages, whether due to death, injury, or damage to baggage, is governed by Sections 4, 5, and 6 of the Carriage by Air Act, as well as rules in the second schedule. These rules have been amended over time, and they set out the legal framework for liability limits and responsibilities, ensuring transparency and safety for our passengers. So, when planning your travel, it's important to keep these regulations in mind, as they define what's possible and what isn't, especially for VIPs and certain protected individuals. Let's take a closer look at our refund and cancellation policies. As you can see in the table, the timing of the cancellation significantly impacts the amount of refund you'll receive. If you cancel more than 90 days before the tour, you'll be eligible for a refund of 25% of the total cost. Cancellations made between 60 and 90 days prior will get you a 40% refund, and those between 30 and 60 days before the tour will be eligible for a 50% refund. However, if you cancel less than 30 days before the tour, or if you are a no-show, or if you cancel after the tour has already started, unfortunately, there will be no refund offered. Now, moving on to payment terms. When you make a booking, a 35% deposit is required upfront. The remaining balance must be settled 40 days before your scheduled arrival in Dehradun. It's important to note that passengers can only start the tour once the full and final payment has been completed. Also, hotel check-in and flight boarding will not be permitted if the full payment hasn't been settled. Regarding refunds, the initial booking amount is non-refundable, but if a refund is applicable, it will be provided through a credit note, not as cash or direct transfer. Finally, on cancellations, whether you cancel before or after the tour starts, certain charges will apply. The details of these charges depend on how close to the tour date you cancel, as outlined in the table. The key takeaway here is that timely cancellation can help you recover some costs, but late cancellations or no-shows will unfortunately mean no refund. These policies are designed to ensure clarity and fairness for all travelers, aligning with the overall goal of providing a smooth and enjoyable experience. Let's take a look at the policy regarding force majeure and bad weather refunds. If a guest has to cancel or does not utilize certain travel sectors, the refund will be based on a flat rate of INR 20,000 per sector per person. This applies to each unutilized travel sector, also known as a DHAM. Now, if there are any additional services provided during the tour, such as special arrangements or extras at the DHAMs, the cost of those services will be deducted from the refundable amount. It's important to note that refunds for unutilized services won't be calculated separately. Instead, they will be deducted directly from the overall refund. In cases where flying isn't possible due to bad weather, particularly at Dehradun, a deduction of 12% will be applied, and the remaining amount will be refunded to the guest. Keep in mind, refunds will be issued only in the form of a credit note, not as cash or bank transfers. Moving on to emergency situations like national or state emergencies, such as lockdowns, passengers affected by cancellations will receive a credit voucher from Global Charters. This voucher equals the amount paid in advance and remains valid for 1 year. It can be used for any of our helicopter tour or charter services, and both passengers and their friends or relatives can redeem the full value during that period. Finally, I want to clarify that Global Charters will not be responsible for any loss of luggage during the yatra. Unfortunately, we cannot offer any compensation if luggage is lost, so travelers are advised to take necessary precautions. This policy is designed to ensure clarity and fairness, especially during unpredictable circumstances, aligning with our overall commitment to providing reliable and transparent services.